in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Owls offense will go to work first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's reeled in. It's Clark. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Running behind that left side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Temple lining up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to... The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 45. Makes the grab in their space. Drills him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you.
Looking for the end zone. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Trying to bully their way in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Owls. Quick strike through the air for the score. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Temple lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right...
Turning it on! Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Clark.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend, and you saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Temple lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panicking.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Owls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the missed connection on third down.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bermudez.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Temple lines up quickly. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Owls! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. On the delay, it's Smith. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Wide 29! Wide 29!
Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Clark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Temple lines up quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
With the catch, it's Clark. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Defense in. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.